Okay, so how about this? This is pretty great. So this is a right. So it's a symposium. It's a conference, and they actually have a vote. They have a vote. They really have a vote. They vote on what the official exponent should be, 29-0. And you can. So I have this book. There's actually a transcript of the meeting. And at some point, someone goes off on some tangent where they try to explain why it's, I don't know, 2/3 or something else, but they absolutely get things upside down. You can see that they do. Mathematically, they've got things upside down. It's a disaster, whatever. And then basically, you just sort of see all of their discourse, and then whoever's in charge says, well, thank you very much. And then they just sort of go back to, it's like, you can imagine some mad academic like spouting some stuff, and they're like, thank you, Henry, and then they're sort of back into their discussion, and then they have a vote, and it's 29-0. So this is science. Science. And that's what I see. So the cabal slipped up because they actually published the conference proceedings, and you can read their silliness. Oh, I should scan that. Yeah. Scan silliness. I don't think I did that. Did I scan it? That was dangerous. No, I didn't. But I do have the book. Yeah. I was going to scan maybe a bit of it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Troon, Scotland. Very good. So, because it matters. I mean, people are worried about it again for feed, for lots of different organisms, livestock and so on, but then aspects of toxicology, right? How do you scale things up? And so on. But really weird, really weird. So you will find, certainly this is something you find in biology textbooks. It's just written out as a true thing. Now, I've shown you people's just analysis of data sets, right? And they're sort of moving towards this thing. There are no mechanisms here, right? No one has any reason for why this. There is this old one, the simplistic one from the physicists, the very simple one. And we'll see that you have to kind of go further than that as well when we come back to it. All right, the truth aside. Okay. Sorry, I'm amusing myself. Okay. So what happened here, right? So this is all this sort of silliness. Is this really dead, right? So I'm sorry. But this bottom one is quite serious. Like, who votes on scientific facts? I guess we voted Pluto out of existence. I guess we do those sorts of things. But numbers, that's not right. We did the pi thing. Are you going to say that? Yeah, that was in Indiana, I think. Someone wanted pi to be 3.2. It got a fair way, right? It was a local government thing.
Yeah, they had a mathematical proof of it.
They were worried about circling squaring the circle or whatever. That like a lot of these things, like it would make that easy, I think, or doable.
You could square the circle really easily.
That's real. I mean, look, some of these things in the past just really are funny and absurd. But I mean, the history of science is full of madness, right? I mean, but a reasonable madness at the time in some ways, because we had no idea. But that seemed, that just seemed very silly, yeah. Because the pi thing we kind of like got into for a couple of thousand years by that point. Oh, they got a long way into it, yeah, because he.
And then there's
a good story.
Mathematician who was like sitting in for some other like court case, and I was like, this can't be.
So great. Also, I was thinking about this. So Pluto goes. What about Brontosaurus? Are you allowed to say Brontosaurus anymore, or is that like just not cool? It's a Patasaurus, right?
Yeah.
That's so sad. Why did we vote that away? That's not a thing. Wow, that's disappointing. Or is that just the whole thing where they're trying to make a bigger one? Is that fake dinosaur stuff? Oh, you mean like it's a miniature version? Oh, no, it's the infants, or the whatever the infants is not the right word. Yeah, okay, the juvenile version. Damn. Yeah, no, that's all madness. I mean, that's fair enough. We can. But when I was a kid, right, the stories were the Triceratops and Tyrannosaurus. That was the big deal. And then velociraptors. We never had velociraptors. I felt cheated because they're pretty cool.